Hello there, my name is Rachel. Like to talk about animation, and today we talk about top 5 killing death scenes on the Harmless book of Black Cat, Volume 1. Now, if you're a new subscriber, you have no idea what's going on. Villainous is a show we follow a bunch of bad guys on their business, helping all the bad guys to defeat the hero. But Villainous becomes so popular, they decided to do other spin-off series and other stories connected to Villainous, like kaleb. Kaleb is basically the original crew called People with No Hats, who tried to insert themselves inside the organization of Black Cat and stop it inside. But unfortunately, he got caught and his crew, and all of them got punished in unique different ways. But the only problem is, we didn't know what happened to the rest of the crew, only kaleb. Kaleb basically got stuck in the book because that was his punishment from Black Cat. In this book, you see kaleb trying to escape, but every time he made a choice, it would be his death or his survival to the next objective. And this one, we just gotta talk about the scenes of all his death scenes on the book. Of course, there are 2 volumes, so we just focus on the first volume. But besides that, let's get started. Oh, before I forget, I have to say I've got a bridge of each death scene in a very small way, because if I read a word by word in English, it will be too long. Now, let's start with the first one. The first one is pretty simple. Kaleb in the book found this sort of kind of clan called the Squishies, that sort of mer creatures that Kaleb sort of fall in love with the princess, and they have a lot of things in common. They have flourishing. They talk about their future. Till the princess showed her connection to Kaleb, he accidentally touched something and broke her collection. At this point, the king reappears and decided to chop his head off and let him die in the floor. Yep, that's what happened of one of many different death scenes in this book. Of course, this is basically the softest version of all of them, so just to get you to understand how dark this book can actually go. Now, let's talk about the second interesting death scene of kaleb. There's a character inside the book, he calls himself the Ringmaster. He's probably French, half cyborg, and he likes working with Black Cat, confusing people inside the book with his own little twisted games. But kaleb, the only way he could actually defeat him, he had to play his game, or face of all different monsters was chasing him inside the hallway. So he decided to play the game, he actually won. At least, that's what he thought. Because he had to play this game, he had to get a key to open the elevator, he go to the room he must go. He won key 13. Using this key, he went to the elevator and went down the elevator shaft. After this, he saw a hallway with the door bright lighting. He decided to go in, and he started to see mannequins. Lots of mannequins. Why did he keep walking inside the room? Each one of the mannequins wearing clothes, almost like they were basically being like dressed up. All of them drinking tea, moving around, but once again, no one's there, just completely silence. Till he accidentally bumped into the biggest spider he ever seen. This spider is basically 10 times his own size. Carried by instinct, he decided to run fast as he can to not to face the spider, but he sort of accidentally tripped and fall. But the only problem is, that's what he thought. Or actually, the spider caught him on his own webs and was now floating to the spider, and the spider's trying to actually eat him. But the only problem is he was sucking his own blood and let him to dry. Now the spider has a new toy. Now he was stuck with the rest of the mannequins that wasn't really mannequins, was other people that the spider got caught. Now she didn't have another dead toy to play with the other mannequins. Yeah, that's decent death scene. Let's talk about the third different death scene of kaleb. Now this death scene is probably the most realist one of all 5 I have chosen, because it does something very strange, but it does end up Kelly's own death. Now, Kelly kind of go in the room, the sort of party central in a way. that have swings, a ball pit, a jungle gym. And Killen started laughing and being sort of sarcastic, saying, "Oh, I think this is where the evil room is. The evil party. Ooh." He started having a laugh till he actually heard a sound in the ball pit. He turns around and close and steadily he goes to the ball pit, seeing the balls being moved. Out of nowhere, a huge thing popped out of it. It was one of the creatures from the Weekly Readings, a sort of children's entertainment show that he just reappeared with his frozen smile. Gideon was sort of surprised, but he didn't know how to react to this, so he decided to walk away till the Weenies disappear. Kind of creep, Kelly and I decided to run and go to the next door to escape this sort of creepy place till the Weenies reappear again. Kelly decided to just get out of it as fast as he can. Every single time he runs to get to the door, there was smiling very creepily till Killing decided once run one more time, and the Weenies just grabbed them and hugged them, stronger like a bear hug. But at this point, Killing couldn't breathe because all the fur, the fatness, the Weenie was hugging him stronger to a point he couldn't stop breathing anymore, and he died of the Weenie's hug. Once again, this was sort of weird, but at the same time very striking, kind of stuck to your memories when I actually read this section. But besides that, let's go to the fourth death scene of Caleb. Now, near the end of the book, you meet a pirate called Captain Huevo, or translated to Captain Fire, but it sounds more badass in Spanish. But besides that, every time you see Captain Fire and kill him, he always basically fights with him for his own survival. But this version of his death scene, that he have no choice is to join Captain Fire, be enslaved and harassed by him. He decided to lie to him to make sure he doesn't die. But the only part is Captain Fire figures out the very end he was lying to him and decides to burn him third degree burns all over his body till he actually died. Of course, how he uses fire? Well, Captain Fire, his his right hand was basically on fire. Was his special ability. This is the reason why they call Captain Fire. So he decided to just kill him to a crisp. You just see him screaming and yelling, "Please put it out! Please put it out!" till you hear no sound more till Kelly finally dies. Of course, ironically, this is not the first time Kelly dies with fire. This is the multiple different ways of this section that Kelly burns and fire. Besides that, I leave you the rest of it sort of in your own imagination. Let's talk about the fifth and my probably favorite death scene of Killen. Now, this version I will probably abridge it a lot because it's a long story, a long ending. But if you want to see the long version, I made a video on this channel on my playlist. You could just look at it and watch it yourself. This is the short version. This one is my favorite because how dark and twisted it really was. It's something that sort of burns your own memory when you actually read it or heard it this way. Anyway, Killian actually finally got the elevator, winning the key for escaping the situation he is really in. He finally goes to the elevator and opens up the door to see he's back home. He's back in his own street, the house that he recognizes. He sees his own sister. Both of them hug, cry, and they're glad they see one more time with them. They drag himself straight to their own house, seeing his father, his mother, his siblings. He's just having a grand time. Finally, this nightmare is ending. Before we do anything else, just take a bath, sleep, and come back early in the morning and we have a grand talk. But something is very off. So strange that he doesn't feel right in some apparent reason. Some apparent reason, his own family members start to ask him very odd questions that they should have known. like the villain slayers, that they are not well known outside the normal people nowadays, only inside the organization. And Caleb wasn't sure what's going on till his own father asked him, let's take a photo. And something else strange. Every time his father takes a photo, he does it himself. He has his special camera for it. Instead, he calls a professional who set up the whole thing to take a photo in their own dining room. Then he heard a noise that he shivered his own spine. His sister started talking, and she says, smile, Kaylin, smile. In that voice was a black cat taking over his sister, his brother, his mother, his father, and Killing just knew what's gonna happen next. And that basically ends. You have the idea what's happened, that Caleb dies by black cats. And to me, that last one was really strong if you read the long version. But besides that, I really can't say nothing else. Just one question. Do you like any death scenes? If you read the book, what was your favorite death scene? Time down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.